In this short video, we'll take a look at the benefits of using swept DPX, or swept real-time spectrum analysis, in a signal analyzer like this RSA 5126. We're looking at a frequency span of 4 GHz, which greatly exceeds the real-time or instantaneous bandwidth of any real-time spectrum analyzer on the market, including this RSA 5000. And we're looking at a composite of multiple low-duty cycle emitters coming out of a signal generator. Now, as you can see, the swept spectrum is giving me a different result with each sweep. What you may do with a conventional spectrum analyzer is turn on a max hold trace, and then over multiple sweeps, over multiple minutes, you could build up the envelope of the composite emissions of all of these multiple emitters. After several minutes of scanning, we've built up the envelope of all of the RF emitters that are being generated out of the signal generator. But this view doesn't give us any specific detail about what any particular emitter is doing. This is where swept DPX can really help us. So we'll open Displays, select DPX, and we'll turn off the spectrum display and put the DPX into the window. With the swept DPX display, we can uncover detail about each of these emitters that is impossible to see with swept spectrum analysis. I can see a very short pulse here. It's about a 10 nanosecond wide pulse occupying almost a gigahertz of bandwidth. I've also got two 1 gigahertz wide linear frequency modulated pulses that are about 10 dB different in amplitude. I could also see some wider pulses, which are represented here with narrower spectral content. And I also see a 3 gigahertz wide chirp overriding the spectrum of all of these things. This level of detail and being able to see each of these individual emitters is something that's just impossible to see with conventional spectrum analyzers, but is very easy to see with swept real-time spectrum display, where each of these segments that we measure across this display is doing millions of spectrums per second, and building that up in a color-graded bitmap to show you the complete content of each of these emitters over this very wide 4 gigahertz span. Being able to utilize the real-time processing engine to sweep very wide frequency spans gives an unprecedented view of the transient RF activity in a wideband RF environment. Swept DPX is a standard feature in all Tektronix real-time spectrum analyzers, ranging from the very low-cost RSA 306 all the way up to the flagship benchtop models of the RSA 5000 and 7000 series. Thank you for watching.